All right, folks, this is going to be a lesson today on the theme from the TV show Severance. So it's got a real interesting chord progression. Okay, so we have to do one thing first. We have to take our D string and take it down to a C. So that's the note we need to get to from a D. That's going to be what you call that, like a drop C tuning on this instrument. So just that one string has to go down, but we need to take it from a D down to a C. So use your tuner to get that, or listen to this right here, try to get it locked up there. Okay, so our first thing is going to be the C minor chord, 5, 4, and 3 on the bottom 3 strings. So we're going to hit that and go to our bass note, and then we're going to switch to a D chord shape like this on the 6th fret, back to the bass, and then 5th fret, same D shape, bass, and then 4th fret, same D shape. And you could give it a little rake, like kind of like a ba-da-dang. Okay, so let's follow through that whole chord change. It's going to go 4 times of that, and then it's going to go 5 times where you just don't do a bass note in between. So you just do a chord, and then the next chord with no bass notes in between. It's kind of like those chords shift to being string notes now at that point instead of like a piano chord. So we're going to have 4 of these. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Start again. And again. You can give a little vibrato on that if you want. One more time. So cool, eerie sound on that progression. So then we're going to have the same chords, but without any bass notes in between. So let's try that. 3, 4, 2, and. So this is the second time. We're going to do 5 of these. So this is the third one. 4th one. And then this last one, we go back to with the bass note. And these last 2, you like slow down to finish that off there. Okay, so it was 4 of the one with the bass note. And then it was 5 of ones without bass note. Okay, then we go back to 1 more with the bass notes. And we kind of slow down on these last 2. And that's the end there, so no bass note at the end. Now we have the little melody. So what we have to do there is we have to wait until like the 4th chord happens and then come in kind of right after that. So you'd be waiting for this part, and that's 7, 6, 8 on the 2nd, back to 6, and back to 8. So dee da do dum dum. Okay, so we're gonna wait till after the 4th chord, and then we're gonna play. And we played through that next chord. And then here goes the last chord. We do it again. Okay, then we start this high melody. Okay, so that's going to be 10, 8 on the first string to 8 on the second string. So we go. We're going to go 10, 8 to the 7 on the second string. And the second time we do that one, we kind of hold that 10 a little bit. So it's. And then we go 10, 8, 6 to the 8 on the third string. And when we do that one again, we kind of hold that 10 like we did the other one. So. Okay, and once we do that, we stop, we let the chords keep going. And after this fourth chord, we do that melody again. Now this one has a little walk up. So it's still that dee-da-doo-dum-dum, but it has a couple notes. So it has a 5 on the G string, 8 on the second string, and 6 up here. So I'll switch to that first finger for that so I can play it the same way as I did before. So 5, 8, 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8. So that part would be waiting on the chords. Right after the last chord. So it's right after that last chord. So if you were playing that part on its own, you wouldn't have to play the chords at the same time. But you can kind of see how you could sort of jump from chords in and out to the melodies and stuff too. So. Now here, I've seen a couple different things. I've seen one that said like 5, 8, 8 to get into this. But I was listening to it real close and it kind of sounds like kind of a half diminished kind of a thing, or a diminished sort of a scale there. So I think it's a 8, 6, 9, and then we start that. So let's check out the chords one more time. See that? So it'd be 8, 6, 9, and then we start our melody. And then we do it again. And then the chords go back to having the bass for that last one. And that's where we'll play our last little riff. And we kind of slow down at that end. Da-da-bum. So we just do 1 to that lower note there. So the very last thing is. Okay, so one more time through everything we got. So this would be kind of putting the parts together. Back to chords. Now this time it's going to have that little walk up, the 5 and the 8. And this time we're going to have the go into the high riff with that little 8, 6, 9. Do it again. And then the last time, da-da-bum, with a little slow down there at the end. Okay, Severance theme song. I just think that's a great song. And we saw a couple people doing it on ukulele, so we thought it might be a fun one to add in. So hope you all dug that. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. Let me know if you have any requests in the comments. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.